really the business are taking, are taking off for the factories. They're being manufacturing a lot, and one one building is not enough. There's they're buying another building, running another building and the start expansion their capacity.
So that's where the quality issues arise from.
And no, the real problem is the production manager and the quality manager, production quality manager, which is the people Alice being on the phone and talk to them, and Alice said she was under impression that we as a seller, as a buyer for the cocoa vibrator, and a seller on Amazon, we've been taking all the profits, and they're just, say we sell a lot and we were successful, but we took all the profits. But for cocoa, because they sell for kind of a very low price, and but still very decent size, a very decent quantity every month. So they have a lot of work to do, but they're not do compensate for that much of work. So they so so Alice told me she was under impression that that's their mindset, and I, that's why yesterday meeting is just perfect timing. So I just explained and just brought them out, and they realized, yes, okay, we need to, just take care of this, like right now. We choose this type of the mindset is just nuts.
Mm.
A lot of people mistaken about supplier relationship management. Some people even think, if we place order with them, why do I need to manage a relationship with them? As long as I pay them, they should be happy, and then they just should be grateful.
That's just a part of it. That's just a gift.
No, when you're selling that much, it means you have a team that are counting on the flow of your stock, the the consistent quality that you've been relying on. That's not only something you need, but also your team need, because you cannot afford, interruption with any quality or production or shipping. You simply cannot afford.
Yeah.
So that's why you need managing your relationship with your suppliers. But sometimes it's not about how often you take them out for dinner. It's not about that. My supplier, for the vibrator, I haven't seen them for a few months now. But still, when times, like this, and when issue like this happens, I took the meeting, I talked some sense to really react to whatever I talked to them. And then, you know what? They will take action. They will take care of that. And at least I think that would take care of the things and maintain the things as what I like for as long as next 6 months. And I expect something will happen in 6 months times. It's like that.
Yes, it doesn't stay consistent. You need to consistently.
I place order, I pay, on time as agreed. Then you know what? I still need to make my efforts. They appreciate. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. They appreciate you being a good customers, but still, it requires you to put efforts to manage your relationship, so you can have a consistent. So that's one of the things when you are always asking for lowest price there can be. There's a lot of quite a few potential risk that involve that you don't know. Even for me as a veteran managing my supply chain, now I get, I got something coming back to me because the price I got was kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Was cheap.
Yeah. So they don't take it serious. So they don't appreciate that enough to
when you're dealing with a supplier, if you're buying quite a lot every month, you're not dealing with one person. Usually you are with your team. At least if you really want to understand the quality on each order basis, on each batch basis, your team and need to talk to the sales, talk to the quality people, talk to the production people. At least there are 3, 4, 5 people involved. So it's not about one person that you talk to.
So you need to get all of them on board, not
Yes.
only one.
Yes.
It's not only about the owner saying, okay, you guys need to do this and this and this.
If the owner can get their shit together, yes, no problem. But you're not their only customers.
Right.
And even you are now, you cannot be there. You better not expect, you don't want to be the only customers. It can be, there can be advantage like being like that, but also there will be a lot of disadvantage. And you don't want to ask them for the lowest price that they can afford, but later when you're start validate the products, qualify the products, start selling a lot, then your supplier said, sorry, I just cannot produce this
Right.
to you.
Right. Because then when it gets so big and it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. They feel like they do all the work and they make practically nothing. And then they just stop.
Right.
They would rather to do nothing than just super busy with your orders,
Right.
but make nothing.
Right.
So and then what? Your cost of your opportunity is very high.
Yeah.
It took you like 6 months or a year or 1.5 years to get where you are, and then because you just have to throw everything away. And as you said, I just go ahead and find another factories. Sorry, if you're selling as a B2C on your Shopify or on your Amazon stores, there's a lot risk that can be involved. Even you have been sourcing from another factories, which you are not. And still there's a lot of things that can make things so much worse.
So is it wise then to always have a backup supplier for that? Because at one quantity, it means it deprives your focus as well, no?
Well, that's good questions. It really depending on first which stage you are in your business. For a big players, the big corporate, they usually have a backup supplier. If you're Huawei, if you're Walmart, you usually have one.
Yeah.
But also to think about one of the most powerful tech company, Apple, and one of the biggest products they're doing in revenue wise, iPhone. They've been only sourcing from one company.
Right.
It used to be, for years. And now it's not the case, but it's been for years only, sourcing from Foxconn
Because
as assembly and test.
Yeah, because there was only one company that could handle the quantity.
No,
No.
it's not like that. There were a few other competitive, competitor for this, but Apple chose Foxconn as the sole supplier for the assembly and test package and test for the iPhone. And I think that tells you otherwise. So when you can, I'm sure you're no near to Apple for iPhone, no matter how big you are. So like I said, there's no one best answer for all. We just need to see, and we need to break down and to see what happens. But I think if you're just starting out,